LaMarr Woodley Show. I'm your host, LaMarr Woodley.
And I'm your co-host, Michelle Knoll. The best thing about holiday season is the food. And today we're joined with Carleen Crew of Catering Kings and Carmi's Family Restaurant. You are like the queen of Southern food in Pittsburgh, because it's hard to find soul food here.
That's true.
It is definitely hard, and I like to think that I'm the queen of just about everything. So I'm okay with that title. I'm okay with that title. So welcome to my home.
We're glad to be here.
Glad to have you. Oh, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. You know,
belated birthday.
Yeah,
yes, happy belated
Michelle
birthday.
didn't tell me happy birthday, you know, but thank you very much.
Oh,
really
okay. All right, so today we're going to do some Southern, we're going to do some soul food cooking. Soul food cooking, it just takes you back home. Tell me, LaMarr, when you think about home, what's that one food? Saginaw, right?
Yes, Saginaw.
What the heck is this? No. What is that one food that you really miss?
You know, all my people from Saginaw is really pretty much from the South.
Okay.
So, you know, you think about greens, you know, you think about sweet potatoes, you think about turkey, ham, even ribs sometimes, homemade ice cream. I mean, I don't get that now, you know, being away from home. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're going to give you some of that soul, give you a little home flavor, and get you in the kitchen cooking too, okay?
Yeah, maybe you can bring me something for Thanksgiving, because, you know, I struggle a little bit in the kitchen.
Oh, okay, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, because I got something for you. If you need some Thanksgiving food, wait a minute, right here, let me get in here.
She got the
I will definitely work for tickets, okay? You need a meal, I got you, okay?
I think I can do that one right there, save a few dollars.
Okay, so let's get going. We are going to start with a ham, okay? The first thing we want to do is let's start with the glaze first.
Okay.
So we're going to get the glaze in the pot. We got a pot going over here. Let me get this pot going. All right, LaMarr, I'm going to need you to take some of that pineapple juice, about a cup.
Am I drinking it?
Nah.
Oh,
Yeah, you know, LaMarr doesn't know how to cook, so he doesn't
And
know
you're going to
what's
put
going
about
on.
a cup in. Let's see if we can get this going here. Here we go.
Okay.
I can't cook. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. This is what I do.
He's trying.
Everybody think I'm just a football player. This is what I do.
Excellent. So you want to get that in a pan. And right next to it is a can of crushed pineapple.
Okay. And so this is the base for your glaze.
Yes.
We start with pineapple.
Yes, this is a base for the glaze.
Now we're putting this in the cup, or we're putting this in the pot?
Straight in the pan. At home, we don't do all that fancy measuring stuff. We get it straight in the pan.
Right to it.
That's how Michelle do it at their house.
So this is very simple. 4 ingredients. We have our pineapples and pineapple juice.
Okay.
We're going to add some ground cloves. Let's get some ground cloves. Now, remember when Grandma made the ham, what she would do is she scored it and she put all the little cloves in, but nope. We just do it the modern way. Who has the honors?
If you want, LaMarr,
you're not gonna let me do it?
I mean, I'm trying. If you want the ham to be, if you want the ham to be right,
so good.
I prefer to me do it. If you want it done wrong, let Michelle do it. So we'll let Michelle do it. It might not come out.
Carleen,
I'm not in it.
Don't listen to him.
It might not come out the same.
Don't listen. Okay, how much? How much?
Shake it. How much do you like clove?
My mom uses a lot of clove.
Yeah, your mom, not you.
That'll about do it. So you just shake it, give it some good color.
Okay.
And the only other thing we're going to put in this glaze, well, actually 2 things. We're going to put in some brown sugar. This is about a cup.
Okay.
Brown sugar, babe.
It smells so good right now too.
And get yourself a spoon, stir it up.
Okay. Did you see her wash her hand? Did she wash her hands?
You know what?
I'm just being, because safety is first. I didn't see
Always
Michelle wash her hands.
Always something.
I didn't see. Did you see?
Well,
now LaMarr, on the other hand, did not wash his hands when
hand sanitizer.
No.
Exactly. Hand
that
sanitizer.
does not count.
It really doesn't, especially when you're cooking, LaMarr.
See, she's not a natural. You see how that's not natural. We'll keep going.
He has jokes today.
It's not natural.
All right, so while that's going, we're going to bring that to a boil. Let's get that ham ready, okay?
Let's do that.
So I'm going to go grab some ham. LaMarr and I are going to go kind of up to the front because we're going to get him to do some cutting.
The right way.
This smells so good.
We'll taste it. We taste everything. That's how you know it's right.
Yes.
All right, LaMarr, here's some ham for you. Now, here's a really quick and cool trick. Especially, you know, if you're short on time. I get the round ham, the best one you can get from the supermarket, and they slice it for you for free. So you're halfway there. It'll cook faster.
What's the size of the ham usually? Like, what's the, you know, pretty much, I don't go to cooking. You know, what's the size of the ham? I just do cooking.
I say that when you are looking for a ham, the hams can come from a 3-pound piece up to a 20-pound ham.
Okay.
But what you want to look at, depending on appetite, you want to do about 9 ounces to 16 ounces per person.
Okay.
Okay. So let's break that out. You got a knife right there, right?
Yeah, I went over there and made myself like I was home. So
you home. Right. You're home. So what we want to do is we'll take that right off. I want you to cut that into half moons, and we'll get it in the pan.
Make sure you don't mess that up, LaMarr. You know you.
Come on, this is what I do. Shit, I used to work at a deli.
Did you really? Did you really used to work in a deli?
I could have worked anywhere.
Since I have been here, you've claimed like 10 professions. I'm just saying.
Thank you, Carleen. I was waiting for it. Thank you.
I do a lot of different jobs besides play football.
Okay.
You just think I'm a football player. You see me on TV on Sunday and you think that's all I do. I do more than that.
Okay. So I know your boy does a little dancing. You do a little dancing too?
Right now I got a hamstring injury, so I can't be doing any dancing. But I'm one of the best dancers on the team.
You're okay.
One of the best, LaMarr? You sure about that?
Mm-hmm. Okay. I got to taste the ham to make sure it's right.
Is it right?
I saw you put it in your mouth.
Right. So what we want to do is we're just going to organize it here in the pan to make it a little fancy, look a little pretty. Just kind of lay it like that.
You take too long, so I'm a natural.
Go ahead, natural.
Natural people.
Okay, how am I looking over here?
You are looking very, very good. You're about ready. I'm going to swing around here and grab a little cornstarch. Excuse me, reach.
Mm-hmm.
Cornstarch is an excellent thickening agent.
Okay.
Okay.
And so he's eating it.
It's not even hardly. Okay.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
All right. So what we want to do is we want to add some pineapple juice. Yeah. And in that pineapple juice, we're just going to add about a tablespoon. And again, this is not traditional measuring. And we're going to mix that in. That'll boil for about a minute, if that.
Now, Carleen,
we'll pour it right over.
Are these family recipes?
They are all based on family recipes. We use pineapples and cloves growing up, and my mother used the cornstarch for the glaze. But because, you know, it's such a different world than what we grew up with in cooking, that we kind of got to make it quicker, make it faster, but also make it taste just as good.
Okay.
So I'm going to dump some in, and you keep pouring, and that'll be ready to glaze that in just a second. It thickens very quickly. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I can already tell. It's already getting thicker.
Is your mouth full?
Look, is he eating more ham?
He is eating more ham.
First it was candy, now it's ham. I mean, it's just like you just can't control yourself.
So listen, last week I wanted anybody to get sick off the candy, so you know.
So okay. Good thing it's cooked.
I know it's good. I'm a cooker.
Okay, it looks like this. Is this ready?
That is ready. So we're gonna turn that off. And who's the brave one to deal with the hot stuff?
LaMarr.
LaMarr, I thought you said you were quick.
Since he decided to eat all the ham, he can
See, you know people who's naturally in the kitchen. If she's been in the kitchen, she's not afraid of anything hot. Right there.
Pour slowly. Always pour away from you. Right on top.
I'm gonna spread it around. It's hot.
So that's done. That's ready for the oven. Only other step we're going to do is we're going to garnish it to make it look pretty.
Okay.
So LaMarr, you had the sliced pineapples. That's the extra kick. They're behind you in the can. Just lay them on top. There you go.
Okay. So what next after the glaze?
After the glaze, we're going to move right on to some cabbage.
Okay.
And while he's doing that, why don't you throw just a cherry in the middle of it.
Okay.
Don't get it too easy.
This is how my mom does it. LaMarr, did you throw extra pineapples on there to make my job harder?
I took the pineapples that was inside.
Now that everything's garnished, what do we do now, Carleen?
We put it right in the oven.
Please don't pop it.
It looks so good.
We're going to put it right in the oven at about 325 to 350. It can simmer in there for about an hour up to an hour and a half. As long as you like it to simmer.
Okay.
So that's it. Next, we're going to do some cabbage.
Cabbage is my favorite, really. Smothered cabbage.
Absolutely. All right, so we're going to get some good home cooking with a twist because, you know, growing up, we had our cabbage with a ham shank. We do it a little different now because a lot of people don't do that. So what we're going to do...
LaMarr,
she wouldn't know nothing about that back in the day stuff.
LaMarr, you didn't even know she was talking about that.
I don't know what she's talking about.
So you know about all of the salt pork and all that?
Yeah, you eat it. It's food.
Salt pork, that's a throwback.
Yeah, that's a salt pork. That
Everybody
was
can
for
look up
collard
something
greens.
on Google and
Why would I need to do that, LaMarr? Though, really?
get some information. I could have did that.
Right in the pot, LaMarr.
Right in the pot.
Okay, so this is going to go in our cabbage, right?
That is going to go in the cabbage. We're going to get this started. We're going to let this simmer for about an hour.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Natural, would you please for me get an onion?
Yes, Mr. Natural.
There you go.
Since you know how to cook.
All right. Cut that in half. Dice it up. Let me see your culinary skill.
Let's see what LaMarr has here.
No, I don't want to, you know.
What you working with, LaMarr?
Oh, shoot, no.
Oh, please don't cut your finger. Let me.
We don't need him to
Let
hurt
me.
himself, that's for sure.
The city will never forgive me.
Ever.
They will flat my tires. The city will never, ever forgive me if I let you cut your finger. Just gonna peel that back.
Okay, and this is going in our cabbage, right?
Yes, we don't need to do it hard. We just a very coarse chop.
The onions don't bother your eyes, though. They always mess my eyes up.
You know what? I find that I just try to do it real quick, and then I don't have to worry about it.
Well, for people who's naturally been in the kitchen, they won't burn their eyes, but someone who's not in there often, it burns your eyes. I'm telling you.
That's not true.
All right. So we get that in. Behind you have some carrots.
Carrots. Get those, LaMarr.
Now this is something. This is a little Caribbean flavor. When you go to the Caribbean, when you have the cabbage, they put the carrots in.
Okay.
So those are just petite carrots.
So that's like a Caribbean, because I never heard of that before. That's like a Caribbean feel.
Definitely.
Carrots in there?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What type of flavor does it add to the cabbage? Is it?
Carrots are kind of sweet.
Okay.
So they definitely give a little sweetness. What did you just put in there, sir?
I didn't put nothing in there.
You can do garlic and that sugar, but you don't need all the sugar. You only need about half, or you can be the judge.
I'll put the
Thank
garlic
you.
in.
Need no measuring stick for this, you know. see that? That's natural. You see that? Natural.
LaMarr, you with this natural
Been in there
stuff.
before. Now watch how she do it.
It's played out. That's natural.
Look,
it's
that's
in.
not natural.
It's in.
And I'm going to come in the middle with a little olive oil.
Okay.
Drizzle it right on top.
Now, what does the olive oil do to
The olive oil adds flavor.
Okay.
You know, when you're cooking with pork, you get naturally fat.
Yeah.
So when you go to the turkey, there's a lot less. Adding the olive oil puts back
LaMarr's
some flavor.
making faces behind you.
He wouldn't do that. He's such a sweet
Thank
guy.
you. I wouldn't ever do a thing like that.
Please.
His halo, that's his halo shining.
So how did you get into the cooking business before we...
Well, I always
further?
loved to cook. I grew up with a family that all we did was to cook. Traditionally, with Southern food and soul food cooking, when you cook for each other, that's how you show love, right?
Yeah.
So with the family, we grew up cooking, and kind of transition. People would ask us to cook for them, and then we start cooking. Okay, you buy the food, we'll cook it for you. Then people's friends would ask us to cook. Okay, well, we maybe have to charge you a little something.
Right,
Okay.
right.
And then it got out
It
and out,
grew.
and we just started a catering business.
And now you have a booming catering business.
yes,
plus
and the restaurant. Yes,
Restaurant.
yes. So we're very excited.
You should have a
and blessed.
cooking class.
We,
And I got the first person to sign up. It'd be me.
oh,
Look, see, y'all see, look.
See, I
I'm the
thought he
first
was
one.
going to see me. Okay.
all right. So next we have crushed red peppers. We're going to add some crushed red pepper flakes. That was a bit heavy. We'll get some of those
Okay.
out. And we already added salt, and of course we want to do some pepper.
This is really different from the type of cabbage that I'm used to having. So
Really?
I'm excited. Yeah.
Yeah, she usually
I'm
get the
excited.
stuff out the freezer at the already cooked.
No.
You just come warm it up. That's she
You
used
know
to.
what? I do the fried cabbage with the bacon, and then my mom just does like smothered cabbage.
I love the smothered cabbage. That's definitely a different flavor, different style, but it's equally delicious.
Your mom's a great cook, they said. I heard she's a great cook.
Yeah, she's very, very good.
Let's get some cabbage.
LaMarr's about to get stabbed. We're about to get that knife.
My name's your sister.
And here we are.
I'm gonna let Michelle.
Yeah, you wanna let me?
All right, you want to have that, please, Michelle? Let me go and move some of this.
Let me handle
And we
it.
just wanna
show you
have it.
how it's done.
To watch how
Show you how
natural
it's
really
really
is.
done.
Step back, you might lose a hand and an arm. With this.
Whatever.
So would like to see this. I'm gonna stand right here.
LaMarr. My mom taught me well. Okay.
We don't even have to peel it back at all.
Oh, really?
No, not at all. Here, let me show you. Quick and easy.
Okay.
Remember old school? We used to take them down and wipe them down each and put them in the thing. New school. Rinse
Once
the
again,
outside.
She don't remember the old school. She only know about
I do remember the old school. Like,
don't
you have to wipe every...
She don't know about that.
But we don't do that. We just look at the tip. We'll just take this.
You know what, you're
straight
right.
down the middle.
My mom does do it like that.
Right, your mom showed you how to peel it back. Now she shows you this, right?
I know, I forget. I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, right.
It was really this way.
Just take out the cord.
Now that's what I was going to do.
Fours.
I was going to cut it.
I know I did it wrong.
And that's it.
Okay.
Get it all in the pot. Let it simmer up. And your cabbage is done.
I suck.
Not a natural feeling. It's not natural. It's not. Look, it's
LaMarr.
See, once again.
See this knife?
See that?
Don't mess with a black woman in the kitchen for real.
Well, first you got to be in the kitchen. If you're not in the kitchen.
LaMarr has jokes today. Okay.
In the kitchen.
Crazy.
What about the one just in the living room watching? Come on, finish up.
So tell us about your restaurant, because it's not just Southern food.
We have a whole gambit of different things that you can eat and that you can love. Of course, we have our Southern cooking. We do ribs, smoked ribs. We pull out the grill every morning, charcoal smoked. So we do the ribs, we do the macaroni and cheese, we do the greens, we do the lumpy mashed potatoes.
You're getting LaMarr excited over here.
We do the shrimp po' boys, and of course shrimp and grits. So we do the full soul food.
Do you do chicken and waffles?
We definitely do chicken and waffles. But we also have hamburgers, we have pastas. Every day we have a daily special where we do smothered pork chops, maybe a jambalaya or a gumbo. We have homemade chicken and dumpling soup and fish stew.
Are you looking at LaMarr's face right now? He is like blown away.
It's just running through my mind like, yeah, I remember that. Being back at home, just having all that.
But you can get it here though. You can get it here.
Yes.
And don't you guys have a deal going on for Thanksgiving dinners right now?
We do. We have it's called Carmi's Homemade Thanksgiving Fast, where the concept is that you pick up a homemade meal, and you cook it off at home, but it's fast for you. You get a pre-seasoned, buttered down, ready to go in a oven bag turkey. You take the turkey and you actually stick it in the oven, but it's ready. There's nothing you need to do but turn on the oven and stick it in.
Okay.
You get your stuffing, you get your yams, you get your greens, you get rolls, and you get either a peach and apple cobbler or a sweet potato pie. Okay. $1.99 Thanksgiving dinner, homemade.
Well, I got the Cincinnati Bengals tickets. Said we'll work for tickets. I remember that.
Yes.
You know, just let me know if I can come over there and get that special.
Yes, we can definitely work something out.
Okay.
All right. So we are done with our cabbage. We'll just let this simmer. We're not going to cover it because we want it to simmer down.
Okay.
And that's it. But my biggest tip is to just always taste it. Taste it. See if it's your taste. See if you want to add more salt. If it's too salty, you can add more water. If it's not salty enough, you can add a little more seasoning. So you always just want to adjust it to your taste as it cooks. Nothing is final. You can always add more. Very hard to take something else.
And I want to let you know the reason I'm not asking a lot of questions, because I know about this. Okay. And I want you to talk to Michele and kind of run her through everything. That's why I've been asking.
Don't listen to him.
Okay.
I've been letting Michele ask the question because I know she's not naturally in the kitchen.
Who wouldn't want to ask you questions?
And she don't really understand.
A wonderful booming business, so we want to know all the details of part of it.
But I understand the cooking part.
You don't know what's going on. That's what it really is. That's what this is really about.
I was letting Michele ask some questions because she's not a very good cook. And
how would you know that?
You know, it's one of the,
How would you know that,
she asked the
LaMarr?
questions.
LaMarr's never had my cooking, just so you know.
Wouldn't want it.
I say challenge.
No, but you.
I said we should do a challenge.
We could.
That
we can
is
do
a
that.
good idea.
I say challenge.
But you know how earlier you said you didn't want me to cut my finger because everybody.
Okay.
If I eat her cooking, everybody be after her because I was sick and kept playing the game. So that's the reason.
Okay.
Don't come after me, please don't.
Okay.
Carleen, thank you so much for inviting us into your kitchen today.
Thank you.
It's been great
having you. Thank you. Welcome.
If you want some of this amazing food, make sure you enter to win a giveaway. Dinner for 2 at Carmi's Family Restaurant. I'm sure our viewers are going to enjoy that. Thanks for watching The LaMarr Woodley Show.
Be the number. You can chat all you want, talk all you want.